Take a second, take a listen. Oh yeah. Think the same, but we so different. Oh yeah. Just hear me out. You're about to get a little one.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of a Little R&R podcast.
It's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. We're coming to you from a undisclosed location in the DMV area. It's a little chilly today, as you can tell by looking at Ramont. I did it.
You did it. Yeah. I'm proud of you.
I practiced. There was a quote. Hold on.
Did you say it in the mirror?
I do.
Oh, good.
Why'd you take off your hood? There's a quote.
I started to get hot, and then
it was very cold in the studio. But there is a quote.
It still is.
There was a quote.
My ears aren't as cold as they were when we first started. That's why.
There was a quote that said...
You know what I don't like while you look that up? I don't like soap that doesn't come with a moisturizer or places that don't have like soap next. I'm sorry, they don't have lotion next to their soap. So like now my hands are dry. I hate that.
I don't like dry hands either. It was a quote by... Who said it?
Who said it first?
She said basically practice makes perfect, but that wasn't the quote.
Well, yeah,
that wasn't the
maybe
quote.
It was a little bit better than that.
It was. And
okay.
It was one of those I think it was, what's her name? I'm gonna find it. I'll find it because I don't feel like looking for it right now. Hi
friend.
Welcome back. How
What's
are you?
going on?
I'm absolutely amazing. I have no complaints.
Well, that's good.
Except for that it's been a little warm lately and it's a little bit triggering because I was like all the way in fall. And then yesterday it was warm outside.
I wasn't. I had on a whole sweatshirt yesterday. I wasn't warm.
I had on shorts. You
had on your Washington State attire?
I did. Because I was like, oh, it's going to get a little chilly. So
that's how I call it. That's how, every time I put it on, I think of Washington. Like when I went to the gym yesterday night, and I just put on a sweatshirt.
Yesterday night?
Last night. Yesterday night. Because it wasn't last night. Yesterday. It was yesterday night, bitch. Yes, yesterday. It was like 6, 7 o'clock. So last night, it would if I was to say last night, it would have been given like anywhere between 11 and maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning for me to say last night. But yesterday night.
So yesterday evening?
Yesterday night.
Okay, you got it.
Watch your pickup.
You went to the gym.
I did. I just wore. Going in, I just had on like a hoodie and my gym shorts.
I don't know. Can they see what pants I have on?
No.
Okay. Good.
They can only see from the
waist up.
Well, more like the right here and up.
Oh, okay. From my stomach up.
Sure, friend.
I've been gaining weight.
You have? It doesn't show on your face, so I guess that's a good thing.
It's all in my stomach.
Or is that deceiving?
It's coming. It goes up. I think it. So like I feel like
does it build up?
I feel like it's thighs, stomach, then face. Me, I feel like
stomach, thighs. Thick thighs save lives.
That's what they say.
That's what they say, friend. You gotta work them out.
I don't know how many. What?
You gotta work them out.
Oh, I said you gotta work your mouth. I was like, wait. What are we talking about?
Well, that too. You know. Why?
Next topic. No.
You already practicing in the mirror, friend.
No.
This is some exercises.
Oh gosh, no. Okay, that makes me nervous, and I don't want to talk about that anymore. You see my bracelets my mom made?
They're pretty.
Pretty. I really like this one.
Is it because it's red?
Well, I love that it's red, but I also like the fact that it's got a little blue in it. I just like it. I don't know. I like the beads. I'll put my mom on.
She ain't gonna watch.
So this is the point in the show already that I sit back and just wait. Because I feel attacked. You talked about working my mouth. Now you're talking about my mama.
Oh my God. Now don't talk about you. Really? You just gonna go all the way there?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I remember where you got your stuff from.
Yeah, I think, I like to drink from a straw sometimes.
Do you think that's a feminine thing? I'm asking because I've heard that before.
Who said that?
Straight men.
Girl.
They'd be like, well, I won't say straight men. I've just heard that men.
Some heterosexual men
think
that drinking from a straw
is a feminine quality. Some women think that. That's been a thing lately.
It's a fucking straw.
I agree.
So if I go to McDonald's, am I supposed to take the lid off of my cup and drink? Hell no, that should be everywhere.
That's for real.
That should be everywhere, bitch, especially when I hit that corner.
Well, you can put the lid on when you like ain't drinking.
But that's a lot.
I'm kidding. I drink from a straw. I've heard that before. There's a lot of things that.
And 9 times out of 10, you don't want to put your mouth on
right.
every cup.
I hate when people, grab my cup like that. Like, or at Starbucks when they grab it. I'm like, can you get your fingers out my cup? I asked
like, it's a few things. Like, if it's a canned soda, if there's a straw available, then yes, because I don't know who. Like, you just don't know what has been here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So it's not a feminine trait. Like, if you fine with putting your mouth on just any old thing, you know what? That sounds gay to me. You're fine with putting your mouth on any old thing. You know. What else? Where else has your mouth been, young man? You know. Straight people, some of them just don't need to speak on certain
but
things.
I think it's even straight women sometimes.
Some of them too.
I just think that
they're
like,
all in the same.
Oh, men shouldn't want to be pursued. I'm like, why not? Why would a man not want to be pursued?
If you lazy, just say that.
Right. Some women have this whole mentality that, and this is just based off of my social media scrollings, they have this whole mentality that as the woman, they should be sought after and things should be paid for and all of that. And
but what about you makes a man want to do that?
Exactly. Exactly. I can't answer that. Because I don't know. I can't think, like, I think that it has to be even. It should be even.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
The pursuit of should be, and then even when you progress into being in a relationship and getting married, things should be.
Did you see? I mean, it's probably old now. And I can't say how old the video is, but it was 2 guys, and one of them was trying to, I guess, tell another man that had been married for 20 years, like, what he should be doing in his marriage, as far as he was trying to basically put gender roles on them. He was just,
I think I did see something.
And he was just
that.
like, when she come home, does she? It's like, no, she's tired from work.
Right.
Like,
so
I
he
didn't.
Cooked.
Right. He was like, I cooked. I took care of the kids and everything like that, so that way she can rest. He was like, but no, she's like, no, like, she's tired. She went to work today.
And then I think that people have to realize that what works for you isn't going to work for everybody else.
Absolutely.
Your dynamic isn't going to
be
my thing. Like, what you and D got going on is beautiful for y'all.
You know,
I can't sit there and be like, I'm going to adopt this and do this, because
for Lulu, Tonio, for Steven, TT, like, we all have different dynamics, and it all works for each us.
Each individual.
And at the end of the day, you have to respect it. Like, that's not me to say anything.
Right. Unless somebody beating you or something like that. But then if you like it. I don't know.
I mean, we could have been role playing.
Isn't it that's domestic? I can't even talk. Cannot even talk. Domestic Violence Month.
That English degree really starting to escape you, huh? You like to correct me,
huh? I did not go to the institutions that you went to. And that's the difference between you and I. I can make mistakes, and that's just the way that you speak.
With friends like this, who need enemies? I mean,
you don't need an enemy. You've got everything in me. I'm a package deal.
I don't need enemy. And that's what people are like, oh, you're such a mean girl. You haven't met my friends. I got to stay ready.
I say the same thing.
We got to stay ready.
Definitely not. Like,
we've been through boot camp and training.
To get, like, there's not much anybody can say to me that's going to make me feel.
And we have quarterly meetings to make sure our skills are still sharp.
You walk into a room, you don't know if you're the target or if you're part of the group that's targeting, but you're going to get your practice in either way. So, yeah.
You might be the target in a switch.
Of course. If you come good enough, yeah, it'll switch in. Redirect. Who got next?
You ain't shit.
I don't think that we're mean. We were just talking about that. I think that I've heard that a few times.
People have called us mean girls.
And I don't.
But we've never been the type to boast about being mean girls, being rude to anyone.
Does that make it better?
No, I'm just saying, like, for
so
someone.
Are you owning it? No, I don't own it.
No, I'm not owning it.
Okay.
But like when you think of someone, you know, to call someone a mean girl, they have exhibited mean girl behavior in some kind of way.
Right.
You know, publicly. Like, oh, I'm like, we don't walk around like, oh, I'm that bitch and this, that, and the third. Can't nobody say shit to me.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just
you can't
not
sit
those
with
people.
us. Right.
So, like, we're very welcoming. You know, remember that time I shared my White Claws with that guy at the cookout? You know?
No.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
Bitch, support me, bitch.
I did.
Say
No,
yes.
you did.
Say yes first.
You
then
did
think about it.
because honestly, I thought you said white cloth, and I was like, what?
White cloth.
White claw. I remember. Yeah, I do. You were very,
I was very nice.
Very
Like, we're
nice.
very nice people.
but I don't see them.
Don't try us.
I don't see them.
Just don't. But you know what? It always comes from someone that says something to us, and then when we say something back, we're like, damn, y'all mean no.
Yeah, because there's no. Once you come, it's go, and it depending on how you approach the situation determines who responds. Because
if another person is in earshot, they might respond before the.
And I'm known for being that one. Like if I can hear it, what's going on? What happened? Who?
And what was funny at Thanksgiving, of course, you know, we were called mean girls, and by a particular party, they will remain nameless. So they said someone else's name wrong within the room, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I was like, oh, that's so and so. And then you sat there and was like, oh, so what was y'all talking about? And I told you. And then Tonio came over because he heard the calls. He was like, so who y'all talking about? And he was over there like, damn, why you had to say so? I said, well, I wasn't loud. I said, they just heard what we were talking about. And they wanted to know.
And it's not.
I mean, we could have put you on blast about
But
the
we
whole
didn't.
situation, but we didn't. You
We
know.
kept it cool, kept it quiet, and just kept it moving. I think that, like you said, I think that people
Don't label me.
I think that people that revel in being mean and nasty, those are mean girl type people.
Absolutely.
I think that, again, if you come to the table, be prepared.
It depends on how they come to the table.
But I'm saying if you come with the foolishness,
yeah,
be ready for it to
absolutely,
come. Like
absolutely,
nobody's gonna
absolutely.
Yeah, like I think, nobody to me in their right mind is just gonna let somebody come and talk all kinds of crazy to them. Not me.
What else have you been up to?
That's nothing.
Okay.
I said that's it. There was nothing. I didn't even say anything.
Let's discuss the fact that.
What have you been up to? Nothing. Okay, great. So
All right, let's move on. I gave you a chance. Don't come back.
Don't come back talking about you got something to say.
Don't come back talking about your coworkers. So many people listen to our podcast and we don't know about it. 'Cause I was going to fucking talk about it. It's been heavy on my heart, and
Oh Lord,
it's just amazing. And we're not the type that, you know, we just do what we do. We stay in our lane. We do what we do. We have our conversation. We drop our episodes, our videos, and we keep it moving.
Yep.
But to hear, and then people like, oh, like, how do you know, like, their episode wasn't recorded first? You know, all that jazz. But it's just funny, like, it's within the same context of the conversation in which we've already had, and these are
not
previous.
already, just had. It's always, to me, it just happened. So let me back it up a little bit, because I've tried to play devil's advocate. I pulled a Ramont. Ramont loves a devil's advocate, and I can appreciate it because it makes me think. So I've said to myself, in this podcasting world,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about a bunch of different topics that other people have talked
Absolutely.
about or are going to talk about. It's just very interesting how we can drop an episode and talk about a particular topic or include a particular thing, and then the next week hear another podcast of individuals in the same region that we live in.
And sometimes not.
Because
I don't know where the other one is.
Okay, sometimes not, but then we hear exactly what, almost verbatim.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's within the same context. It's different if it was the similar topic and they had a different perspective or whatever like that. But when it's within the same context or acts within the same way, it's just like, bitch, I know I said that.
Or you could have just said like like I think I told you, I think that I could appreciate or I could respect it if they were like, you know, I heard this on another podcast. Because I listen to other podcasts.
Reese do. I don't as much as I used to because I don't want to be
triggered
or bring up something that, you know, that someone else said and everything like that in order to try to make it my own. So I try to stay away from that and just go off of my shit, like pretty much.
And I'm the same. I listen. I don't listen when I know we're recording. Like that, leading up to us recording, I won't listen to anything because I'm like, I don't want to be triggered. Not triggered. Triggers are maybe the wrong word. I don't want to be like, oh, that's because sometimes I hear things and I'm like, oh, that's dope. Or, that's a good topic. Or
I'll listen to my podcasts that don't talk about what we talk about. Like I'll listen to my one that does like the affirmations, or I'll listen to the one that talks about like real estate, property buying, and everything like that. Okay. So I'll listen to those particular podcasts before I listen to like a lifestyle, hot topic type of podcast and everything like that.
I listen to them all. But again, I try not to take anything from it because I'm like, dang, I don't want to be that guy. Again, because I'm sure that there's times that we've talked about something like the podcasts that have been going on longer than us. Mm-hmm. I'll listen to them and I'll be like, oh, we talked about that. And it might have been after them, but it's again, our own. It's not like I listened to them and was like, oh, we should discuss this. So, but all I can say is this. They say that imitation is the best form of flattery or something like that.
Yes, that's what they say.
Thank you guys. Like, I mean, again, my thing is give credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they ain't got to say our name just to say I heard it on our podcast. Bitch, we know it was us.
Exactly. But I mean, you could say our name because, hello. But
we met our idols. Okay, not idols, big word.
That's a huge word. We are big brother. I call them my big brothers. Okay. Sisters, Bristers.
That's fine.
So we went to the, I always do this and I put my hand in my face and I realize it after the fact. We went to...
Keep your hands right here.
We went to Bob and Monet's live podcasting show. It wasn't a pod. It was a little bit.
I mean, that's what they advertise as, like a live podcast.
So it's sibling rivalry, and
fucking loved it.
I enjoyed it.
Fucking loved it
immensely.
Loved it.
The only thing I did not like were our photos.
I like the second one. I like when we were smiling.
I don't like the quality. It was kind of blurry, and I didn't like that I didn't get my tote bag.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what I would have done with the tote bag, but I wanted it.
Yes.
And so I was like a little bit disappointed by that. But like we were just talking, they had done some things that we were like, oh, that's kind of dope. And we may adopt them. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys, Bob and Monet. We appreciate it because when you see
we do look up to them as far as podcasts go, their quality, things they incorporate and everything like that. So,
and that's one that I listen to a lot.
But they got a whole fucking team.
Yeah. But I listen to that one a lot. And it's, again, I'm so interested and I'm so invested in what they're talking about. Like I am definitely a fan of theirs, or a supporter. I don't like the word fan. I'm a supporter, but at the same time, I try not to I try not to implement what they got going on into what we got going on. Like, our thing is our own.
I don't think that we could anyway.
No, I mean, absolutely. We could try. You know what I'm saying? Some people will try to be like and do certain things like other people that are in the same
no, because they have the ability to record in two different when they're not in the same room together, and we have not mastered that part yet.
Yeah. But I don't think that's a them thing. I think that's a podcast thing we just haven't figured out yet. But I like it in person.
It sounds like something we got paid for and we ain't paying.
Right.
we could figure shit out for free. It is just us.
We ain't got nobody supporting us. Speaking of that, I don't like people that want to do things in life and ask people to fund it by like GoFundMe and all of that. I think that is so annoying.
You have to show me that you've already done something in order for me to do that. You know what I mean?
I get
like,
it.
what work have you already put in?
I don't care though. I don't know that I care that you've like.
I do, because it's a difference of, hey, give me money so I can start doing this. Well, what have you done prior to asking, get money? Like,
and that's what I'm
saying. Have you already saved us something? Have you done research on this? Like, why do you even want to do this? You know what I mean?
I get it, but I still, like, if I was like, ooh, I want to do podcasting, but mics are X amount of dollars, support me. Like, no. I'm not.
What videos have you already recorded? What other options?
Well, I haven't done anything.
Then I'm not done. Like, if you can't even prop up your phone and just record yourself off of the speaker from your phone and do videos like that and pull the audio from there, then no, I'm not giving you money just so you can.
But I feel like if you can do that, then you're doing what needs to be done.
Right. So exactly. So show me what you've done before you ask me for money.
Yeah. So kind of this is kind of similar. My niece, we have a great relationship. She calls me, or I called her. We were talking, and she was like, "Can you?" She was talking about getting a car, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
big purchase."
Yeah, and so I was like, "Well, have you been saving?" She was like, "No."
Oh,
I said, "No." She works. I said, "No." She's like, "I don't even have a license yet." I said, "Okay, a license doesn't." That's not the time to start saving for a car. Mm-hmm. I said, so to me, it sounds like the expectation is that you think me, your mom, and your grandmother are going to be the ones to purchase this car. She was like, no, I'm going to save my money. But when? Mm-hmm. When are you going to start? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm not supporting that. Mm-hmm. If you're not supporting it, she's like, and so we got into, I don't want to say it was heated, but she was like, I don't even want to talk anymore. I said, okay, girl, bye. Bye. But I was just like, in my head, like you said, you got to be doing something. Now but again, that's not a public thing. Like, that's my niece. We're having but if she was to go out there and publicly be like, help me get a car, ma'am.
Somebody's going to donate. So if you sell the story, someone's going to donate.
Do you think we can sell the story? Get some,
well, don't talk about it on this public forum.
I would never.
Because they're going to say
I don't even like putting my Cash App up for my birthday. I think that is just, and I know people do it.
Bitch, I'm gonna do it. I do it every year, bitch. Send me some money. I know it come across a little tacky, a little ghetto. Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
I just be like,
but even with me not putting it up, I mean, we're in the age of technology. It's not the birthday party, you're getting cards and have money in them. Like, we're to the point, my mother even cashed at me money on either Christmas or my birthday. You know what I mean? So
I understand that.
So it's just like, here, like, what if...
No, it's not. If I want to send you some money via Cash App...
Well, because you know me.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
I got people out here.
You got fans.
I don't have fans.
You got people.
Don't say that.
You got supporters.
I have supporters.
And
they may be happy, like, it's my birthday, and they be like, okay, I'm gonna send them like $2 on Cash App or whatever.
Okay, and so that has happened to me. That has happened to me where someone on Instagram was like, oh my God, it's your birthday. What's your Cash App? Sure. But hey, it's my birthday. Sir, no. Ma'am, no.
It's my birthday. Here's my Cash App. And you know what? It saves the, like, that way you don't have to ask me. It's already there. You see it. Just go. If the Lord puts it on your heart,
it's very presumptuous.
If the Lord puts it on your heart to send me money on my birthday, the Cash App will be there. I'm not going to make a whole post. It's going to be like
it's in your post. Shut up.
No. I'm saying, like, it's not going to be like on my page. It's going to be in like my Insta story. So it's there for a good 24 hours. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen it where people like do like a Facebook post and it's there. Oh, I get it. But if it disappears in 24 hours, I'm good.
Because it never happened.
It never happened.
Except for the funds that I ain't doing it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it every single year.
I'm gonna
any milestone.
Oh, a milestone now.
Milestone. Like, yeah.
Okay, I need your help. By the way, I'm putting this on here so that everybody can hear me ask these questions because I need you.
But don't do that to me.
I need you to say
because I'll still say no.
I need you to say yes. I want to do something for my birthday, and I'll tell you why afterwards. But I want to do something for my birthday.
You said you didn't want to do anything.
I know. I just thought about it in this conversation.
Okay.
My
answer is pending.
Okay. Well, our friendship kind of relies on it.
Not really.
Kind of.
Not really. Not really. Bitch, I'll tell you happy birthday and send you a gift and
catch up or just a gift.
I'll Apple Pay you, a little bit more class to it.
of goes into the topic for today, right?
Kinda.
Technology.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
I was trying to find a way to segue.
It is a good segue. Because we're going to talk about texting. So let's start off with the most obvious question. Do you feel as if you're a good texter?
Yes. I am. Okay, so what's the scale? Like bad, good, excellent, or are we
just either bad or good?
Oh, good. Yeah, definitely good.
You're a good texter?
Yeah.
Does it depend on your mood?
No, it probably depends more on who than my mood. My mood, I can still engage, but yeah, it depends on the who.
Yeah, I can. Well, am I a good texter?
The only time that I'm not is if I am tired or I'm working.
If I just don't feel like responding.
But see that,
like sometimes I read it and I just like,
I can see that.
Or sometimes I just don't feel as if it doesn't require response.
You give me very like I feel like you be at home and you be like, literally, okay. Like you'll get a message and you'll be like, oh, okay, all right.
Sometimes, yeah.
And then sometimes
it depends on what it is.
Exactly. So for me, it's the who, not the what necessarily. Like what?
At halftime, yeah. And it only came up because I'm guilty of this. So if someone
I don't even know what you're about to say.
If someone sends me something funny, but I'm not in a hot I'm not in a funny mood, per se. Like I could just be doing something. Like if I can see that, like just off of like what it looks like, it looks funny. I'll literally sit there and this is legit. LOL, OMG, screaming, send.
Not even look at it? Like you don't even look at what it is?
If it's a video, I probably won't. If it's an image, of course I'll read it. But this is the emotion. Like
I feel like you be at home like that all the time. That's how I envision you when I call you.
I mean, but sometimes
I'd be like, Ramont is just like, hey, like, what do you want?
But if I'm in the mood, like I'll sit there and I'll laugh at something and I'll send a true response. But sometimes I know what the person needs. So I'm like screaming in his.
So you text based off what the person needs.
It depends on the mood I'm in. Like sometimes.
Okay, so yours goes off of moods. Okay. Yeah, I definitely am. It's the who for me. Like if we are friends.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a bad habit. I'm gonna come back to that. But here's a bad habit I have had recently. I will see a text, and it's typically when I'm at work. I will see it and I'll respond in my head, and then I will not respond. I will not send anything.
Yes.
And then I'll notice later, I'm like, I did not even respond. But that's not intentional. Now, if I see a message from someone, and this is gonna sound bad, but it's not. I'm not.
It's bad.
Patting myself on the back or anything. But if it's somebody that's like pursuing me that I'm not interested in, then I'm more like, because I have to think about the response, right? So as to not play into what I think.
Have you typed up a response and then deleted it?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes, because I explain too much. I realize that I give more information than needed in texting sometimes. Like somebody will be like, hey, what's going on? Or what are you doing tonight? And I'll be like, oh, me and Ra are doing. And I'm like, it's none of your fucking business. Excuse me. It's none of your business what I'm doing. So I'm like going out and I will, you know what I mean? I simplify things because sometimes I give too much into the wrong people. So then they feel a sense of connection that ain't really there. So I'd be like, let me just simplify this. Or sometimes I will take a moment to respond. Sometimes I will put it in there, like I'll type it and then I'll go out and do something else or do what I was doing or whatever, and then I'll come back and send it later. So I'm not so quick with the responses.
It depends. Like if I'm texting you first, if it's on my mind, I have to send it. Or it won't get sent. I'm like, fuck, I was supposed to text him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like for people, and again, typically it's people that I'm just like engaging with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care when you get it.
And you...
That sounds horrible.
And what do I want to say? I'm trying to figure out what point I want to talk about. Like All right, let's do history first. So, like, I'm talking about like history of cell phones and like texting and everything like that. So we remember like when there wasn't text messaging. So like minutes cost. So we had to pay for our minutes. So remember that. And then when text messaging like kind of became a thing, then like minutes, you still had to pay for minutes, and then text messaging, you could, it was a certain amount of text messages that you could send.
Right, a month.
So in between those stages, did you ever have the Nextel to send text? You didn't have a Nextel? Sorry, sucks to be you. Missed that era. Let's see. Yeah. The chirp chirp.
Oh no, I didn't have that.
Oh, okay.
I think I had the side. Was that the same time as the Sidekick?
Yeah, they kind of. So it was like the Nextel Windows like phone, like a Palm Pilot.
I never had a BlackBerry.
I had a BlackBerry. You didn't have
you?
a BlackBerry?
No.
I had like
It
two
was like
BlackBerries.
the letters were too small. I was like, this
I
is
love the. Now, if you wanted to text, because that full keyboard, bitch, you could get some shit in.
no. Well, the Sidekick was my favorite.
Oh, absolutely.
It was my
when
favorite.
Sidekick came out, baby.
And then oh my goodness. I used to
They
love
need to bring
it.
Sidekick back, but they won't.
No, I don't think I can handle it now. I would be I'd be like, I just used to love that when you would flip it up.
But that was another thing, like your text messages would like get too full, or the Yahoo Instant Messenger or the AIM. You didn't use those two features?
No, I don't think so.
What?
I'm very simple. Give me text messaging.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They was like, it seemed like a extra, like a, I don't know. It just seemed like not only did I have your AIM, but I could also text you at the same time. So it was just like, it was like that extra.
So wait, you're
Extra
sending
piece
a
of
message to both?
No.
Oh.
You either or.
Oh, okay.
Like there are people I have friends, legit friends. I will have a conversation with them on IG. We respond. We talk to each other as if we were texting. But if I text these motherfuckers,
Nothing.
they don't respond.
So I
literally I said, when I text you, I put it in God's hand because I don't know when you're going to respond to me. And I just put it in God's. And they be like, oh my God. I'm like, legit. But on Instagram, we can talk all fucking day. And I don't.
I think that there are friends that I have that are on Instagram. We're just Instagram friends, but we have conversations like we're friends. Like we know each other. Like we don't know each other, but we know each other.
No, these are people I actually have their damn phone number. I've been to their houses. Like,
no.
yes.
Okay.
Like, and we can talk on Instagram all day, but as soon as I text them, I'll be like, and it can just be a simple, hey friend, what's going on? How are you? And
that's so weird.
3 to 5 business days later, I may get a response. But on Instagram, we can just talk. It's so weird. It's one of those things where you just accept your friends for how you are and how we communicate, and it is what it is. Like I'm not offended by it or whatever the case may be, but it's just funny to me. Speaking of Sidekick, did you have T-Mobile Top 5? Mm-hmm. You did it. Oh, you've been with T-Mobile for a long time.
Forever. Since I've had a long
periodically time.
I've had it since I tried to go to Sprint once. And Sprint, what happened was I went on vacation. My T-Mobile was giving me issues at the time. So I was like, I'm moving. And it was like, so Sprint was like,
bad.
yeah, Sprint was like, well, we'll give you a trial. We'll give you a phone and you see how you like it. I went on vacation and could not use that Sprint phone for nothing. I was like, T-Mobile, I'm gonna stick with you. So I've been with T-Mobile since I've had a phone, whenever that was.
So
I've had the same phone number since I've had a cell phone.
Oh, wow.
Same number. It's never changed. So when people be like, oh, I lost your number. Okay.
Right. Oh, wow.
It ain't changed.
A quick Google search can pull that up.
Okay, because clearly it's not changed at all. That's crazy.
Then when text messaging, let's see, when minutes became free, and then of course text messaging still cost, and then when data became a thing, that's when like phone and text messages became free.
But did you like, were you paying attention to like, were you not talking after a certain time or waiting to talk?
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't care. I was like, if I needed to talk, I'm gonna call you.
Bitch, if I didn't have any minutes, I wasn't paying that extra cost to have a conversation with you.
That is so weird to me.
It was given call me after 7 or call me after 9, depending on which carrier you were with.
9 o'clock, now I'm in the bed.
But it better be important because you're on my minutes. Like,
Ramont, that's how you are now. Ain't got no minutes. It is the driest. Hey, what's up? You busy? No.
I feel attacked.
That's how you are. I'd be like, dang. I just want you to one time be like, hey. Even when you call me, it's just like, are you busy? So, I don't know. You guys, I feel like nobody really likes to talk on the phone but me. Because I call everyone in.
So you starting to realize the problem?
I don't think that's a problem. I think it's a difference.
So why are you so upset with us?
I'm not upset. I just think it's weird.
Why is it weird?
Like Tony will be like, yes, sir.
But this you do realize you called on business hours.
You work from home.
You do realize you're calling during business hours.
You
right?
work from home. And I be
for
at work.
all of your friends, you called during business hours.
Most of
all our jobs are different.
Everybody works from home for the most part.
All our jobs are different. You don't know what we're doing, or you don't know
work. So it's not like it's not like I'm off and I'm like, oh, let me bother my friends who are working.
Irregardless.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
But you don't know what I'm dealing with when you call me.
I get
that. So what? I'm home. Okay, but I'm still working. Okay. There's still
I won't call
things
you
in front of
hours.
me. Yes, you will.
Sheesh.
No, because you're not gonna make me feel bad.
You got all the way up.
Because you're not gonna make me feel bad. Oh, now you feel attacked? Got it.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Got it. No, because your opinion's not gonna attack me and your.
Are you gonna support everybody?
Yes,
you are the advocate.
Me and your two other friends. While we're at work, yes, what's going on? Like, how can we help you?
No, it's all the time. You guys are I would say TT is probably the easiest one to talk to, but I know TT as well. TT will be like, if he doesn't want to talk, he's not going to answer the phone.
Well, see, at least I answer.
True. You got to get what you can get.
And I will have the conversation with you.
But like I said, I think I said it last time, getting to the conversation is like, I'm almost like, well, dang, do you want me to call you back? Like, cause you just
why don't you just do like I do? Because you want to do greeting and then you want to have pleasantries and see how the day is going and then you want to get to it. Me, Reese, so I need you to do this and we're going here on Sunday at this time. You need to wear this. Oh, so-and-so asked me about this. Can you respond to this email? Thanks, I'll send this to you later. Goodbye. Out the way. You want to, hey, friend? Oh, my God. What are you doing? Are you working? Oh, yes. Hold on. Yes. Okay, I'll be right with you. Girl, she gets on my nerves. Friend, how's your day going? Good. Okay. Why did I call you? I know I called you for something. Hold on. Let me check my phone. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Did you see? So yes, it's Harry's. Because there's a build up. We're not even there yet.
I hate you. It's not that she gets on my nerves. I don't do that to any of my coworkers. It be customers. Okay. Okay.
You have a whole build up, and now you're mad at me because I know that your build up is there. Like you never just call exactly with what you need.
You're right. I think that it's important to give a greeting and all of those things, but I will try. I'll try.
Simplify. Before you call me, look, type in my number, walk away.
Let me make sure I know what I want to talk about first. Because I do have a bad habit of that. Because things will cross my mind and I'll be like, oh, I need to tell Ramont this or I need to tell so-and-so this. And then when I get on the phone, you're right. After all those pleasantries, I'll be like, what did I call you for?
You're right, because I didn't explain what I'm going through, what I'm dealing with at work, because you didn't ask me. And now you're like, well, what did I call you for? And I'm like, well, bitch.
And then Ramont typically says, I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know what you call
for. You called me.
Okay, back to texting. Okay.
Okay, back.
Rewind.
So, iPhones. iPhone came out with the text messaging. Androids was still popular.
What was the other picture? Sorry.
I don't know. It changes every time.
That's cute. I couldn't see.
Yeah, every time it comes on, it changes.
Okay.
Android, iPhone was out.
Do you remember when I was the only Android user in the group chat?
I was on. Me too.
Were you?
Oh, yeah. I got the iPhone before you. Mm-hmm. And then you. Let me tell you about Reese before we get into finish going down history lane. This bitch.
Whoa.
I got my iPhone. Everyone knew. iPhone group chat. We randomly texting one day and the whole group go blue because we were green because Reese said that. So he's just like, and mind you, we like, well, who got an iPhone?
They knew.
We knew later, but it caught us off guard. Like he didn't say anything. I was proud, like, hey y'all, I got my iPhone now. Reese just did it in the midst of group chat.
I feel like sometimes, like, so it irritates me when people announce things, right?
But we're your friends.
I get it.
Like, not only are we your friends, like, we made fun of you for being like the last person. You
That
know
was
what I
the
mean?
reason
So you should have
let me
been
just
like,
show them, hey, blue.
Got it. So iPhone and Android came out. Text messaging was still a thing. Android allowed different features. I think Android was able to send pictures before iPhone could. I think they had to like email or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was a weird time.
Can I pause real quick? Pictures. What are your thoughts on unsolicited nudes via text? Obviously,
I'll send them unsolicited to my man. I don't give a fuck what he doing.
I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about.
Before?
Okay, let's go back.
Before?
Because look, I'm not gonna put you on front of you and ask you what's going into your phone now. But
he still gets them.
No. Oh no, that wasn't the picture either.
Friend, it's like 20 pictures that rotate.
No, like just in general, like I don't know, even if you got one now, like what? So I'll say for me,
I don't like it.
I think that it's kind of rude.
Well,
that was a pause
because I had to belch. So back then, even if it came through back then and it wasn't what the conversation was going towards, like if it was a good morning and then bam, one of those pics, it'd be like, okay, I guess it is a good morning, you know?
For you.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty much given that. And I have this thing where if something, I don't want to say shocking per se, because it's not always shocking, but I have this thing where I say, oh my, and people don't know how to take it. And it is the most funniest thing to me. And it can be just something weird as shit. And I was just saying, oh my. And people are like, what?
What do you mean?
What are you right? And then shit, I be like, just oh my.
I might use that. Because I do with the emoji with the mouth open but with the teeth.
Oh,
I do.
You send an emoji.
Oh.
And I wonder, like, is it because people like know my personality so they feel as if I'm being smart?
Probably.
Or whatever?
Because I would think, I don't know what I would think. Well, because we're friends, it's different, I think. With oh my, I would be like, I don't know. It would depend on what I sent that made you say it.
Or what you post. Even when people post, I'd be like, oh my.
Oh, I don't do that.
I do it.
Yeah, I just think so. With
trolling.
With news, I just feel like if that wasn't the conversation,
I've been saying oh my for like I would say if I got to answer, I would just say oh my.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of times people, because I feel very confident in saying that typically in the space of getting to know someone, that question might come up, and I'm always like, no, I don't send nudes, like I just don't. And so then I feel like they'll do it in an attempt to get me to do it. And I'm like, oh.
No.
And then they'll be like, you got anything?
If that's not the conversation, then no, I'm not going to send mine back in a response to what you sent because that's not what we were talking about.
Well, even if the conversation,
if I ask for it and you send it, then yes, I would send a response. Like it has to be within the context of what we're talking about. But if you just randomly send it, no, I'm not going to go through my archives to send you something.
I don't even have any. So I tell people
that's your problem.
It is. So one of the girls at work had my phone.
That's bad.
Right. It was for Q's ceremony. My friend, she retired, and I had to. And working out the things that we needed to do.
I can't wait for yours. Bitch, get me a uniform.
An honorary Air Force member. But so somebody, I think it was cute. She was like, "You just let that." I was like, "There is nothing in any nudes in my phone are not of me, like, because I'm not taking nudes." But now, if they're sent,
so everyone else just know your picture was saved.
It's not necessary that it was saved because I feel like the iPhone now automatic. Like I was going through my phone recently, and it was something, and it said like it was a picture. I don't know that I saved it, but it said from Ra, and I was like, "How did this get in here?" You sent it to me, but I don't know how it got into my album. But anyway,
I think you can take that feature off.
Yeah. But I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. But I'm not sending no nudes. But I don't mind receiving them. But it's just weird when it's unsolicited because I feel like if it's unsolicited, then we didn't really have that conversation. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm like, oh, okay.
I feel like you do this with everybody.
What?
Oh, no, not right.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, exactly. And then I don't. Not that I need to feel special, but I'm just like, no thanks.
And I don't.
Unless it's a nice nude.
So here's a little trick for the iPhone users. So if anyone sends you a nude or any type of picture, save it to your phone. And the reason that you're saving it is because the geotag information will come up and you can find out when that picture was taken. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, I know you didn't know.
Let me turn my phone this way.
Well, for what other way you gonna turn it? The camera's over there.
Right, but I don't want to.
You don't want the.
You know what I don't know how to do? I don't know how to. I don't have like a private thing folder.
You have a hidden folder.
I do.
Okay, so we're gonna give Reese a little
I thought you
iPhone.
had to create it.
No, it's already there. Do this. So
I'm
just randomly take a picture. So if I take this picture, hit this. I know, right? Add to album. Oh, maybe you don't have it.
Because I'm not.
You are. Add play, yes, shave, stories, files, edit actions. What's wrong with your phone?
This is a wholesome phone. Sent from the Lord. Give me my phone. I just want to see when this.
No, because look, bitch. Now that you done said that, bitch, what the fuck you trying to say about my phone? So if I do this.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, maybe that's not how you do it. Hold on.
How do I see what the details of the picture though? Hold on. Sorry, y'all.
Ain't no sorry. We're going to tell them. Oh, I found it. They moved it. That's why I couldn't do it. Oh, so just like randomly.
Look at that picture.
I know. Hide.
Oh, and then it goes where?
So if I hit hide photo, it's gone. So in order for, go back to albums, hidden, you got a face on.
Oh. But how do I see when it was taken?
Okay.
So I can see if it's an old nude or a new nude.
So, here, wait, where's that photo? Where's that? Here?
Look at your hair there. It looks. Oh.
Unless it was like a screenshot or whatever.
Okay. This was probably the day.
If it was a fresh picture, then.
I look like a cornball. That is like corny as hell.
Let me see me. I don't even. Lost. I still got that hoodie though.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's Adidas.
You sure?
It's fine.
But I won't wear it because I don't have any Adidas to put on with it.
Good for you.
Only around you, bitch. I'll put that bitch on in the house.
I've seen you in pictures. Listen, I don't understand, and I don't subscribe to mixing of labels. If you're wearing Adidas, anything, it should be just all Adidas. It shouldn't be Adidas and Nike, and it's too much.
Honestly, Adidas doesn't have a comfortable shoe to me.
Well, then you shouldn't buy Adidas clothes. Moving right along though with texting. So okay, we somewhat agree on the sending of nudes, that it's just inappropriate.
Yeah.
Not inappropriate, but just if it's not solicited, then, or if it's not in the realms of the conversation.
The the iPhone Android debate when it comes to messages. I feel as if it's a little, I don't care, a little simple-minded to think that an iPhone user, like the whole, oh, your messages are green, like we can't.
Why do people get mad about that? That is so stupid.
It's
stupid.
It is.
Because I think that to me, from what I've gathered, because a couple of my coworkers are droids. Mm-hmm. And in our group chat, it's green. It's like, whatever. I still get everything that they're sending.
It's so iPhone it basically helps with the flow of an iMessage itself. So we can start there. So within it, with your Android people in your group chat, if let's say this person quits, and I'll use D. So he has a group chat with his people. And if one person in there has an Android, let's say they get fired, he now has to start a whole new group chat and delete and say, please use it. Versus iPhone, I can just go ahead and remove you.
Right. Or you can remove
I've done it before.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
So good times. Friends like us, you don't need enemies. So like things like that, but a one-on-one conversation, like if a person has an Android, it is just their preference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just there are some benefits to having an Android phone, either it be Samsung, Google, LG, whatever.
Their cameras are better, in my opinion.
Their cameras are very good. They have some awesome features, but if we're just texting, it is what it is. So what? My fucking messages don't come up blue. It comes up green. Bitch, if you cut off iMessage, all your messages will be green, to be honest. Like, it's a on and off switch. It isn't something that's just there or whatever.
You can you turn your iMessage off to make it go through when...
Oh, when they block you?
But not block you. Well, yeah, block you. Or
I've
if their
seen
phone
that.
Is like...
Yeah, they was like, just cut off your iMessage and send
I'm not
it
doing
through.
all that.
Yeah, that's too much work. That is determination, and I feel as if that person took the time to do that, then y'all might as well stay together, because
I'm not doing all that. I don't care if you took the time. Leave me alone. I'm good. Be blessed.
I'm not taking the time to block you.
We had that conversation, so you already know my stance on that.
I'm not taking the time to block you.
I'm gonna look at it and be like, oh, Ramont's texting me. We're still not friends. Okay, bye. I'm not gonna respond.
Oh, I had to be the example.
No, well, I mean, I didn't want to use a real example because that would be giving them.
You could have used our fake name. You could have just said Bob.
Bob.
Like,
Okay, Ramont. Sorry, it wasn't you. I promise. I'll never block you, Bob.
I mean, but you can defer. It is what it is.
So let me tell you, I was talking to someone, and they were like, "Hey, I can't remember what they were asking me."
And this is how Reese starts his conversation when he calls me at work.
Right. But then they were like, "But if you don't want to," and I'm like, "Stop! I keep saying hate. I don't like a lot of things. I don't like when
that sounds like someone that we mutually know. But go ahead. I'll let you continue.
But I don't like the whole throwing something out there, but then in the event that I'm not with it, it's like, but if you don't want to, it's okay. Well, if you're okay with it not going down, then just don't even bring it up.
They've already preset themselves up to
be rejected. Yeah, but do that within yourself. Still just ask me the question. Because once you do that, now I'm like, okay, no. Because you think you know what I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. Go with that. Go with that. If you think you know what I'm going to say, go with that. Run with that. We ain't got to have the conversation.
Period.
Dot. That's what my niece used to tell me. I was like, girl, where is that from? She's like, I don't even know.
What, period poo?
Period poo. Where's it from?
I have no idea.
Right.
It's one of them city girls.
I like them.
I do too, but I'm sure they're the ones that started.
I like not Young Miami.
They're the same person.
I know. JT. I'm not. Okay, next. Come on. Because that was rude.
How was that rude?
Because you attacked me before I could even get it out.
Okay, get it out, friend.
I'm done.
Oh, you done?
I don't want to talk about that anymore. Okay. We're talking about texting. I don't like group text I don't like one-on-one group text conversations.
What?
I don't like when people in a group chat are having a one-on-one conversation. Leave me out of it. Like if we're in a group chat and you are having a one-on-one conversation with someone.
Your friend does it.
Which one? That was weird. I'm thinking. I don't know. So one of the group chats that we're in.
Yes.
The big one or the small one?
The small one.
Well, it's a small group. That's different.
Okay. Well, how big is the group? Wait, I think I have a limit on how many people should be allowed in a group chat.
Really? I think that we should all be connected in some way. I don't want to be in a group chat with people that I don't know. I don't like that.
Unless it should only be used for information, and that's
for an event or something like that.
Yes.
Understood.
Here's the update for this.
But I know I'm saying
so that way I hit y'all all at once.
I'm talking about a daily, like day to day.
I got a limit.
If I'm not talking to all, like if I don't have,
you probably get 10 people max out of me.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. My biggest is 7.
Is our biggest 7?
That's my biggest.
How many people in our group chat?
7.
Okay, then mine is 7.
That's the biggest one because I'm like, I can't do much more than that. Because, that other one might be a little bit bigger. Dang.
Hold on, wait. It's 8 of us.
That's okay. Because again, I know and rock with everyone in the group, so I don't mind. But when it's a one-on-one, I'd be like, y'all could talk. That's like me coming in there talking about, hey, are we recording on Saturday? You'd be like, yeah. Well, what time? Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's
annoying.
That's a.
Like,
don't be that girl.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And it's unnecessary. Like,
and there's always the person with an Android that wants to do it.
Attack them. Attack them.
No, but I love my Android users. I honestly have nothing against them. I don't subscribe to the Android iPhone type of situation. However, again, if you attack me on it, I will attack you back. I do know specs about both. I will say that
techie.
Right. I will always bring up the fact that Samsung phones were blowing up. And I won't let it die. So choose wisely. Like, you couldn't even get on a plane with that damn phone. Like, you was carrying the bomb. So, and I remember like one of my friends, like hardcore Android people, Samsung, and I get it. Like you and I had did you have Samsung? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, honestly, I can't remember, why did I switch?
We were the last two to switch.
We were the last two. Samsung they had pissed me off. So, because like you said, I'm a techie. So, I think I had the Samsung Edge at the time. And
I had a Galaxy.
It was the Galaxy Edge. I think it was the S6 Edge or whatever like that. So, they pissed me off because I think either the text or didn't get a bigger size. Something happened. I was just like, fuck y'all, I'm done. I can just go to iPhone for this shit. And that's when I ended up switching. Because other than that, I would have stayed with them. Like, I had the Edge. I had the Note. I love the Note. I love a big phone because it had the stylus and everything you could write on it. And again, it had good features. The screenshots, the note taking and everything like that. Which is why I got an iPad with a fucking pen on it. Like, my whole house is now Apple.
We know.
But as far as electronics.
Well, I know. Is she drinking a White Claw?
Is she? Is she on break?
Oh, she must be.
Is it her 15 or her 30? Did she clock out or not?
Well, they all sit. So,
what's the whole break?
Somebody's doing some work on something. I don't know if this is part of the studio. Or
First of all, it's cold outside. I ain't doing no work in no cold. Let me tell you that.
Skirt.
It could be religious.
Probably is. That's what I'm looking at, y'all. If y'all see me looking off, I'm just paying attention to the people around us.
And now we pausing to watch these.
I think she was.
But it's women working. Shout out to women workers.
Go ahead, women. They can do anything and everything that
a man can do. Sometimes better. No shade.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
When was the last time you talked to your mother? Speaking of women,
today is
Saturday.
Thursday.
Yeah, same time as me.
Thursday.
Yeah, I didn't talk to my mom yesterday. I did Thursday.
How often do you talk? Like, you talk weekly? Like, what's the biggest space of time that y'all have?
Oh, there have been some spaces.
Is it because of something? Like, is there a legitimate reason?
Ain't no legitimate reason.
She get on my nerves. If we have a conversation and I'm like, I'm gonna give her a break.
I'm the type of person where if I don't do it right then and there, it doesn't get done. And that's even with phone calls, checking on people. I'm like, I can think about person. I need to text them. But if I start doing something else, I'll forget. And then just like, well, fuck it. Like, I don't want to do it now. Like, it's too late. It's too early. This, that, and the third. So I'm that type of person. And
speaking of texting, real quick, on that note, what I liked about my Samsung is I could schedule a message.
Yes.
I can't do that with my iPhone.
It's like you gotta set reminders and shit.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for that shit.
Like I could literally be like, okay, I'm gonna send this text to Ramont at 8:30 because I don't want to wake you up and I don't want it to be too late. 8:30 a.m. I can write the text, hit send, and I know at 8:30 you're gonna get that message.
And the Samsung, they were very customizable as far as how like your text look and like the font on your screen and everything like that. There are things that I did like about it.
Okay.
So
back to your
me not like talking to people when it hits my mind and then always forgetting about it. But when it comes to my mom, I'm the only child. She's my only mom, and we both do the sarcastic thing. Where she be like, "Hi, my only son. Haven't talked to you in a while. I would love to hear from you." And then, like, when I haven't heard from her, I'm like, "Hi, it's your only son. Y'all have you?" Because I'm the only child, like I can do that. Like, oh my god, like your only child would love to talk to you. I haven't heard from you.
Wait to have them on because I have so many questions. Like in that, I'm like, I wonder. Like my mom, I'm always like, I'm your favorite. I'm always like, I'm the favorite. I'm the favorite. I'm the favorite. But I wonder, like, does she recognize that I am? Or does she really try to paint the narrative that because we're not equal? Like me and my sister aren't equal.
That's a one-on-one for you and your mom. I won't record that day so you and your mom can have that conversation. But I don't want to be involved.
Why? Because I think
I don't have those problems.
Some only children don't really rock with their parents.
I rock with mine.
Both of them?
Whoa.
I'm just asking.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, the other one had other children, so I don't.
You're not his only child.
I'm not his only child. I'm her only child. She ain't got no choice.
Do you think you're his favorite? Does it matter?
Am I his favorite? I've accepted a long time ago that I'm not. Am I his only?
You're his first, though.
I'm his, and
I just feel like the first is
things. I'm the one that he could depend on for things to get done if need be. I'll put it like that. But am I your favorite? No, and I'm okay with that. But I know. My dad's favorite. But I know that if you need something done, I know who you're gonna call.
My daddy ain't gonna call nobody. But I know that I realize I'm not his favorite.
See, we both realized the same thing.
I was hurt by it.
I wasn't.
I only thought I was his favorite because I was his first. But yeah, I was like, oh wow. But the fact that everybody else knew that I wasn't his favorite except for me, I was like, oh, because it was me and all my siblings on the phone, and they were like, Dad, who's your favorite? I was like, me. They were like, no.
Wow.
And I was like,
well, that's your fault. Ain't nobody tell you to jump gun.
You're right.
You should have shut up. Got your feelings hurt. Maybe we should bring your father on.
No. I don't think my dad. No. My mother's more entertaining. She is. We have more history. I love my dad though. We have a daddy episode coming up sometime soon. Oh, look at the time. Okay, so anything else to say?
So we start timing now?
No. I was just taking note of, and I don't want to go too far because I haven't asked you some questions. I haven't asked you any questions in a while.
Oh, my 3 questions at the end?
5.
It's 5. Damn, when it go up?
It's always been 5.
No, it has not. It's been like 3.
I have them. Where is it? That one we didn't even get to. Okay. It's
wait, you know where the question? It all looks the same to me. I'm like, wait, you know the difference between the question?
2.
Oh, you put little
3,
dots in between? No.
4. Yeah. That was 5.
The first time you only asked me like 3 questions.
Maybe. Oh yeah, the first time was No, it was 5.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Because the first one, it was 5.
All right.
5 is a nice number.
Well, go ahead.
Did you have anything you wanted to say? Anything else about texting? I just think that if this is another thing about texting that I despise. Do not send me good morning text just because.
Don't send me I miss you text and expect a response.
No, it depends. I'll respond to that.
You would.
Before I respond to a good morning every day. Good morning. How are you?
If I don't miss you, I'm not going to say I miss you. Don't
I will
send I miss you with the expectation of I miss you back.
Yeah. I get that because you will get an off from me. Oh, how are you?
I'm glad you love to respond to some shit.
I will. How are you? Because it's very clear.
I'll respond.
But the people that miss me, I miss them.
And don't text me with violence. Don't text me with, well, damn, how are you? Haven't heard from you in a long time.
Oh, yeah. And I don't like the hey stranger.
Oh, I hate a hey stranger.
I give you eyes.
I hate a hey stranger. Well, bitch, how you got my number?
Right.
Stranger danger.
I don't know who this is.
Report.
Who is this?
Block.
Yeah, I don't like that hey stranger. Haven't talked to you in a while. Well, the phone works.
And that's when the violence starts. And like, oh, wow, you're mean. No, you started with me.
But I think that.
Like if you wanted to have a conversation, just have a conversation with me.
But tell me, is this different for you? Do you feel like your texting, the way that you text people, is different now that you are married, or even when you guys were dating? Do you think that it shifted because now you're in a relationship, you don't entertain the foolishness as much as you used to, potentially? Because I feel like I entertain things because I'm not that I have to, but I can.
I don't.
You don't think it changed?
No, my tolerance is very short.
Right, but do you think it's and I'm speaking to the point of like people that I miss you and hey strange, because those are typically
or
people
we
that
should
are
get
up.
Back.
Yeah.
Yes and no. It depends on the person, and it depends on how you text me, and like because how I read it is how I received it. I don't give a fuck how you meant to send it.
Thank you.
Because this is my phone.
Exactly.
And I read it with a hint of attitude,
a little zestiness, and
a little hint of attitude. So that's how I'm gonna respond to it. And if you didn't mean it to come away, you need to start off with, "Hey, how are you? Oh my God, how are you? How you been?"
Oh, so you like a greeting? Glad we could agree.
No, but when I see one, I can respond accordingly. You like to do a greeting when you call. It's a difference. Text message, I can take my time.
I like a greeting on all.
Oh, I definitely don't give you no greeting.
I don't
because it's. So this is what I do.
Ramont does greet me now, y'all. Don't let him fool you. He will. Good morning. So anyway.
Because this is what I do. For Reese and anyone else, I'll type out what I need to say because I have to get it out. And then I'll go back and I'll edit the, hey, how are you? This, that, and third. Like, I'll go back and add that to the beginning.
You can do that now? I just sent somebody a text and I was like, are you working today? And I was like, ooh, that was rude. So I went back and edited and said, good morning.
Yeah, you can actually unsend messages now.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. You
can completely unsend it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd tell me that you unsent a message, but yeah, you can unsend it.
That's fine. I don't care if you know. But some people do that on purpose. I learned that in texting, but it was on Instagram.
I hate that shit.
Somebody sent me a message. You really do. Somebody sent me a message and unsent it. And I was
because someone unsent the whole fucking conversation. And my phone kept going off. And I said, you could have just fucking blocked me or deleted the conversation on your end instead of having all these notifications.
They thought you were going to use that shit, whatever.
Child already took the screenshots.
Right.
Like, it's too late now.
Who was it?
You got to be faster than that.
I want to know. Now I want to know what it was.
It was a minute ago, but it was just like, I already took the screenshots and shared it to my friends. Like, LOL, look at this.
Everybody
bitch.
Already knows.
Right, they already know, girl.
They already know.
like you gotta be faster than that. Like you can't wait 30 minutes later, unsend.
But of course, Instagram has that invisible thing now. But the only thing with that is when people take too long, I don't remember what the hell I said. When you responded, I'm like, what did I say to you? I don't remember what I said. So what did I say? What are you responding to? Somebody, and it was a friend of mine. He changed our whole, and he might have done it accidentally. He changed our whole communication
because it's so easy to go into invisible mode and you don't even realize you did it.
Because I was like, "Uh-oh, is he finna?" And we're like surface friends, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Oh, is this gonna go somewhere else?" So I was like, "Look, let me see." And it was a regular conversation. I was like, "This must have been an accident."
Why did you take it out of invisible mode?
No, because I was like, maybe you did it
just
on
in
purpose.
Case. He wanted to see
that's
if you
the unsolicited news that I'll take.
He said, Reese was just like, I want to see if he realized what I realized.
You see these little dots going around? Secret mode, bitch. Use it. Okay. All right, so that wraps. I feel like there's a lot of texting, but yes, do not text.
We can probably have a part 2, but we're gonna need some people on. We need that perspective.
Yeah,
Frank likes Tonio because we know he don't respond to shit.
That
nigga got 200 unread text messages, and that's another thing that bothers me, like the notifications, the little bubbles.
Oh,
I have to delete it. I don't give a fuck what it is. I have to delete it.
Me too. I hate it. So this guy. He used to, we had a conversation and I told him, and we were kind of dating. This was a while ago. We were getting to know each other. And he would literally text me. He was like, notification with a laughing emoji. And it was cute at first. And then when I stopped liking him, I was like, okay, it's annoying now.
What do you mean notification?
Like he would.
Oh, like, because he knew the bubble would pop up on your phone? Oh.
He'd be like, notification. I'd be like, At first I was like, oh, that's funny. Ha ha ha. And then as it dwindled out, I was like, okay. You ain't got nothing to do with your time. Like, leave me alone. Okay, your questions. What is your biggest flaw?
Bitch, I'm perfect. So I'm just joking.
These supposed to be quick.
I am, bitch. That was a deep ass question.
Was it? I feel like
what is your biggest flaw?
I am moody as hell. I'm very moody. And sometimes
I'm spoiled. If we're gonna go off of things like that, I'm spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
I want what I want and I want it now.
What are your thoughts on all-purpose body wash?
I hate it. Don't give me no 4-in-1, 3-in-1.
Thank you.
Bitch, if it's a hair, body, and face and conditioner. Oh, we fighting.
Why? Who did
fighting.
That? None of those.
These people.
I hate you.
These people. Let me tell you this. Because you ain't never seen a black product that had a 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 or all-purpose anything that's black owned or a black product. Let me tell you, I ain't never buy a soap or scrub from a black owned business that told me I can also use this on my face. Well, scrub maybe.
I'm like, you're not supposed. Well,
depending on the type of scrub depending on what the scrub is being used for, like hyperpigmentation.
That's specific
because that's body.
Yeah.
So things like that. But as far as like a body wash
ones for your face and your body,
because they'll tell you, but. Don't buy me no men's 4-in-1. Absolutely fucking not.
If I see that at somebody's house, I'm just like,
because
you put all like the same thing on your whole like my face.
Because I don't go to their house. They be here like this, and they got to drip. Matter of fact, they start here and just let the water drip.
I don't know if I told you this. One of our listeners thinks that you have something against people of the Caucasian persuasion.
Against?
Like, yeah, because you went in on them last episode, and you're going down that line again. You
against? Wait,
I defended you. I was like, no, he likes everybody.
We can take a deeper dive into it.
Okay.
Are they of the persuasion?
They are Caucasian persuasion.
Male or female?
Female.
Very Karenish to me.
I'm looking. She's not a Karen. She's not. She's actually. We say that she's a white woman, but her inner being is a black man. The way that she is,
That's operates, a weird one.
The way she operates, you'd be like...
So, no. Do I have something against them? No. Are there particular ones in their actions and the things in which they display and or do I have an issue with? Absolutely. I mean...
That was a very professional response.
Because it's the truth. Like, I've had Caucasian coworkers that I vibe with, I still talk to this day, and we have a lovely relationship. But it's...
How long have you been out of Baltimore? You are speaking very eloquently right now.
Because I'm talking about the... Gotta switch it up. Got a code switch.
Not code switch.
But as your friend, I feel as if, well, not I feel as if, but I'm sure she knows of what code switching and or what black people do.
I don't think that she
took
it. I don't think that it was she was just like, whoa, like, because I feel like because she does listen and she and I are pretty close.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Well, there you heard. I'm not even gonna say her name, but she heard you.
I mean, I'm being that she's one of your coworkers, 9 times out of 10, I'm sure like she's cool people, whatever like that. And I wouldn't have anything against her. But yeah, I mean.
Next question.
The Kern and Starbucks, they got mad when I grabbed it. Right. I'm sure that wouldn't been her. You know what I mean? So
she would have been like, excuse me, and she would have asked the question. She wouldn't have done all that.
She wouldn't have got back in front of me like it was the problem.
No, she would have been like, no, she probably would have just been like, whatever.
Like
it ain't
we
bothering her.
all know what we here for. We picking up coffee. They're gonna say our name.
I wonder if she would come on the show. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. I'm here for it.
Okay. So do you say excuse me when you're alone and you burp or anything like that?
Excuse me for my ignorance. It wasn't very smart, but if it came out the other way, it would have been a fart.
I don't know that answered the question.
No, I don't.
You
if
don't?
I'm alone?
I do.
By myself? Who the fuck am I excusing?
I don't know. I do it. It just comes out.
Are you practicing for when you're around people?
No.
What the hell I need to say it for?
Okay.
So I just shocked. I was like, ooh.
But I do that too, and I'd be like, ooh, excuse me.
I don't say excuse, you know. Because who am I saying? No one is around. No one is around.
Sometimes I feel like I know the answers to these questions, but sometimes I'd be like, mine's going to shock me. Not there. What is your most used app?
Instagram?
Okay. I think this is the last one.
Do text message don't count. That don't count as an app.
Yeah. That was 4 questions, right? Yep. If you could change one thing about me, what would it be?
How much time we got?
It's one thing, friend. I don't like you sometimes.
Did I shock you on that one?
Like, not really, but go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm damn near perfect. I'm a great friend, in my opinion.
You're not a bad friend.
But, well, I guess we wouldn't be friends if I was a bad friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
we this podcast wouldn't exist.
No.
Absolutely.
Great. So there's nothing.
Okay. We'll end it there. There's always room for improvement.
I asked the question and you didn't have an answer.
You said one thing I could change for you. You didn't say if there was one thing
you could change about me, what would it be?
Your thought process on certain things, which is a daily task for me to try to change for you. And
like what?
We have these conversations all the time. Every time you call me, I'm like, no, friend, you can't think like that.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of A Little R&R Podcast. It's been great. We'll be back with another episode in another couple weeks.
We will. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
We will. Don't play with us.
We might go on break.
No.
Again.
Everybody's been on break.
Ooh, shade heifer.
I was just reading somebody else's on break. Everybody's on break. We're here. Thanks for listening.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Check us out at A Little R&R Podcast.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all your podcast streaming services.